My name is Trevor Teisman with Kbandstraining.com. Today we're working suspension training with the KB Duo. We're going to show you a nice superset. Going to be the atomic push-up and a hug. That's really going to give you a lot of burn through your chest. I'm going to show you how you can build strength with just your body weight here. So let's go ahead and get started. Moving into the atomic push-up here, it's going to work the front side of our delts as well as our chest, and we're going to superset it with the hug. Let's get started here. We're going to flatten out the back, going for some depth in our push-up, not sagging in the hips, and you're going to tuck the knees as you come up. We're shooting for about 15 to 20 reps here. Really start building a big burn through our chest and our delts. The pace is important. We don't want to go too slow because we want to get more reps, but we don't want to go too fast and get out of control because oftentimes these hips will sag and we'll have bad form. We don't want that. Most important thing as we train, we always got to stay under control and squeeze the muscles the right way so we build strength in the right places. Very good. Getting a 15. If you can only get 8, 10, that's okay. You got to take your body to the limits, and you always got to work out to failure. If you want to build more muscle, you want to build strength, you've got to push yourself to failure. Very good. Got our 15 to 20, wherever you're at. You know, if you're even more advanced than that or less advanced than that, make it happen, okay? Shooting for 8 reps, 10 reps. If you need to do 30 reps, do them. Go to failure. Or about that 15 to 20 rep range. Superset here is the hug. You've got straight arms. It's basically a fly concept. Go ahead and get started. And this one will be all the way to failure. No rep ranges, all the way to failure. Notice here he's got straight arms. He's coming across. His arms are straight. As you get here, you're going to have that tendency to curl. Don't do that. Nice and straight. Get a big squeeze through your chest and stay at that area where your body stays flat. If you start leading with your stomach, that's a bad thing. That's going to be a little bit more stress to our spine. We don't want that, okay? So stay under control, and as long as you can get that big squeeze, you're looking good. Remember, always with the KB Duo suspension training, you can use the drop set method here. You can take your feet out a little bit and make it a hair easier just to take it to that failure all that much more. If you're just starting, you might not want to use this until you get a little bit more advanced because you're going to get way more burn than you're used to. If you're a little more advanced, you can go ahead and take that drop, but let's just go with one drop set because we're going 4 today, 4 sets of this. So the atomic push-up along with the hugs is really going to challenge your body. I want to show you another thing here with the hug, okay? You'll get to this point. Okay, we got about a minute, minute and a half, 2-minute rest here, so take your time, catch your breath, but take a look at this. When you're doing your hugs, you've got to make sure that you don't get this curl method like this. When you get to your flat back position, you're trying to get long with your arms and get across. You want to stay straight. So when I'm here, my arms are actually still pretty straight. So I can get down here, I'm pretty straight, pretty straight. Don't get in this habit of curling. That's not going to help us build any more of a chest. That's going to work our biceps. Not what we want here, all right? So about another 30 seconds off. We're going 4 today. You're really going to start feeling this burn as we get moving. Very good. Couple other notes. If you're new to suspension training, you've got angles now. You can make things more difficult by changing your angles farther or closer away with that hug. This exercise, if you can't quite get the push-up and the atomic motion, you might just go with the knee tucks instead, all right? It's all about modifying the movements to take your body to failure. That's how you're going to build strength, okay? Remember, we're shooting for that 15, 20 range here. If you need to go way higher, go way higher. If you need to go less, then go less. 15, 20 is a pretty good rep range to get you the right kind of burn here, though. So stay focused, stay under control, because remember, those hips drop. That's not what we want. Our focus is our chest and our front side of the delt here. Very good. Keep pushing. Get your 15. He's got perfect form. Make sure this is what you look like at home. Also notice the angle here of the KB Duo. If you're working out and you've got this angle on the flat side of your knees, or when you straighten out those legs, if it goes back out of this plane, that is not what you want. You want to work forwards, okay? Right into it now. We're going with the hugs. This is a failure set. If you need to do 30 or 40, that is not what I want, okay? I want you to take these legs out a little bit closer. Let's show them a couple. So if he moves in a little bit closer, that's going to be harder, all right? I want you to shoot to fail around 12 to 20, 8 if you're a little more advanced, but you want to work to get a little bit closer. Now walk it out a little bit. If you're all the way up here, he's going to be able to do 30 to 40 reps. That's not going to build strength. So as he comes closer, now I can get it to where I'm failing around 8, failing around 10, failing around 12. Play with that rep range, that 8 to 12. That's where you want to be to build strength. You don't want to get much higher than that or you're really going to miss it here. Alternating hands, left one on top, right one on top. As soon as you fail, take a break. Looking good. Very good. Relax. That's a great set. Another key note with the KB Duo, you guys, you got to be really careful with this because I know you want to work hard. I know you want to push yourself. I know you want to build more strength. But as soon as you break down in form, you can really hurt yourself here. So stay under control. As you get to that failure point, the first move that you're going to make is you're going to start taking your hips forward. You're going to let your belly button lead to use momentum to get up. As soon as that happens, you want to go ahead and stop or walk it out a little bit. If you're nice and flat here, you can get a lot of squeeze. My hips can even be slightly back if I need to, because that's going to make sure that my spine's in line and I'm in a good position to get stronger in my chest. All right, get ready to rock. Remember, slide these handles over. We got plenty of room for our feet. We're ready to go. All right. Big pace here. Let's go. Good. And even so, when you start doing these, we got 4 sets. 4 sets is a great strength range. If your first 2 sets, you're able to rock 15, 20 atomic push-ups. These last 2 sets, you're more around 8 to keep good form. That's okay. Because as long as you're failing, like I said, you're going to be building strength. If you take it over the top and you push yourself too much with bad form, you can hurt yourself. So adjust the reps and sets as needed. Very good. Keep digging. Good. Your abs are going to burn a little bit here. Really starting to build a little bit of core strength as we work our chest. Moving right into the hugs here. Good. Trying to fail around 8 to 12. That's always our goal, building a little bit of strength. The suspension trainer, we can get a little bit higher than those 4 to 8 reps that you may be used to using heavy dumbbells, using heavy bars, because we're able to work our core and our whole body through suspension training. So we can use a little bit higher rep ranges because we're really using a lot more muscles and we're really flexing more than you may using a straight bar or the dumbbell. Very good. He's got his hands alternating. He's got a big squeeze. Good. Nice job. All the way to failure. With the hug, there's another little trick that I see a lot of athletes, a lot of people trying to work their strength in their chest. They cheat a little bit. Make sure this isn't you. As you get to the top, if you really rush to the top and then you rush out to the bottom, notice that little slack that I get there. When I get here, I get some slack and I don't get any resistance until I'm about 3/4 of the way down, okay? You don't want to do that. As soon as you get to the top, you want to weight on that body and you want to resist it out, okay? Weight on that body, resist it out. Now I've got a lot more flex and I'm really working to squeeze to build more strength through my chest. If you use the momentum and you lose that last half, you're only getting half the results. You know, you got a pull, eccentric and concentric part of the muscle. You can work both with this exercise. We got our last set. Let's work strong, okay? Remember, rest periods are very important for building strength. They're a little bit longer than you may be used to, or they may be shorter than you may be used to. If you're taking 5-minute breaks, that's not what you want to do here when you're working your chest, working for strength with a suspension trainer. You're looking for 1.5 minutes, 2-minute max. Any longer than that, you've rested the muscles too much, and there's really no need. We want to get just barely out of that burning sensation, and we want to be working again, okay? So if you're not used to that kind of intensity, that's what you're working for, okay? Work to push the pace, but stay under control. If you need more than 2 minutes, like I said, just go ahead and take it until your body gets used to it, but that's the ultimate goal. Very good. Keep working. We got good form, set 4, pushing it here, building strength all the way. Very nice. Finishing with the hug. Last set here, got to dig. Shooting for that 8 to 12. This last set, if you want to take your drop, which means you step out a little bit farther for that extra 4 to 6 reps, go ahead and do it. Make it as advanced as you can. Remember, the harder and more you can make your body fail by staying under control, the faster you build muscle. Just know that. Gotta burn, but don't use momentum. Don't drive the hips. Squeeze. As soon as you fail, take a step. Take a step, take a step. Good. Take your little baby step out. There you go. So now you see it's all in his chest again. He was working his core a little bit those last couple reps. Now it's right back in his chest. Come on, 2 more. You can do it. 1, 2. Way to finish strong. Nice job. This is a really tough superset that's going to get anybody results. If you're working hard in the weight room, a suspension trainer is a great way to build a little bit of dynamic strength throughout your chest and your shoulders. The atomic push-up, as well as the hugs, is going to be a good superset to maximize your results wherever you decide to train. Again, my name is Trevor Tice with Kbandstraining.com. We've got all kinds of articles, exercises, workouts, anything you need there at the website. We'll see you there.